of the East, we call to you. Come to us, dance with us. Spirits of the East, we call to you. Dance with us tonight. Spirits of the East, we call to you. Come to us and dance with us. Spirits of the East, we call to you. Dance with us tonight. Spirits of the South, we call to you. Come to us, dance with us. Spirits of the South, we call to you. Dance with us tonight. Spirits of the South, we call to you. Come to us and dance with us. Spirits of the South, we call to you. Dance with us tonight. Spirits of the West, we call to you. Come to us, dance with us. Spirits of the West, we call to you. Dance with us tonight. Spirits of the West, we call to you. Come to us and dance with us. Spirits of the West, we call to you. Dance with us tonight. Spirits of the North, we call to you. Come to us, dance with us. Spirits of the North, we call to you. Dance with us tonight. Spirits of the North, we call to you. Come to us and dance with us. Spirits of the North, we call to you. Dance with us tonight. Dance with us tonight. Dance with us tonight. Dance with us tonight. Dance with us tonight.
Welcome to the first ever Virtual Womenspirit. We're apart tonight, away from our beloved mountain, but we're here together in spirit. Many of your sisters have taken time to create a special experience for you this weekend. Take what is meaningful to you and just leave the rest. During this pandemic, we've been spending a lot of time in our houses. This weekend, our worship services will explore how we can find the sacred in the everyday rooms of our houses. The kitchen, the bedroom, the bath, the home office, and the living room. Maybe you live in a tiny house or in an apartment where there's only one room. If so, think about the areas of that room that serve these purposes. Let's see what we can discover about the everyday sacred in our lives. After all, wherever on this earth we stand on holy ground. Let's sing together.
We stand on holy ground. We stand on holy ground. Wherever on this earth we stand on holy ground. Each land is sacred land. Each land is sacred land.
It's a UU Women's Spirit tradition that when we gather, we cast a circle and light candles to the four directions and to the center to honor the Divine Feminine. We cast that circle wide this evening to include all of us.
Spirits of the East, we call on you to join us tonight. Please bring the soft winds of inspiration and knowledge with you. Blessed be.
Spirits of the South, we call on you to join us tonight. Please bring the warmth of your fire to our hearts. Blessed be.
Spirits of the West, we call on you to join us tonight. Please bring with you the understanding of how to go with the flow of life. Blessed be.
Spirits of the North, we call on you to join us tonight. Please bring with you an awareness of this earth we call our home. Blessed be.
Spirits of the Center, please be with us tonight and bless us as we gather. Blessed be.
May this circle be a space where we can meet together in love and trust. Another UU Women's Spirit tradition is to call into the circle the women who could not be with us tonight, including those who have moved on from this world to the next. Speak their names now. May these sisters be with us in spirit. This evening, as we explore the everyday sacred, we focus on the kitchen. The kitchen is about food, delicious food, the preparation of food that nurtures our bodies and satisfies our hunger. It's also about filling the hunger of our spirits. One goddess associated with the kitchen is Hestia, the goddess of the hearth. Hestia is a Greek goddess. Her name actually means hearth or fireplace. It also means altar. Each family honored her at the hearth fire in their homes. And because the community is like a big family, there was a community temple to her as well. The hearth was essential for food preparation as well as for warmth. To let Hestia's fire go out was a failure of care for the family. Her fire was kept burning in the home like a sanctuary lamp. Hestia was honored by pouring out a libation, a few drops of wine, at the beginning and the end of a feast. Whenever food was cooked, she was honored. The Romans honored her as well, but they called her Vesta, and the Vestal virgins honored her sacred eternal flame in Rome. There are not many statues to Hestia because the hearth itself was her symbol, her place of dwelling. There's an ancient song that goes, "Hestia, come now into this house. Come." Every day we chop, we slice, we mix. These actions become just automatic to us. They're mundane. But how do we find the sacred within them? How do we go deeper into the divine feminine spirit as we do these simple things? Here are some ideas.
So one of the things that you can do to make your everyday sacred in your kitchen is to bless your food while you're making it. This is just a chicken cacciatore that I've started. I'm going to go ahead and do a blessing for it. You can stir it either by adding a pentagram and intentions into it. For example, saying, may this food bring health and wellness. That's one way of blessing it. There's also, you can find anywhere online, you can find things like sayings or chants or spells. This one is from the east, the air brings wisdom. From the south, fire brings creation. From the west, water brings love. From the north, earth brings stability. From the center, spirit brings blessings. The love is sealed. And one other option you can always do when you're doing this kind of thing is to put in a prayer to a goddess. For example, Hestia, who is hearth and home, kitchens, she's often invoked when you have kitchen witchery doings. And something like, Hestia, highest goddess among us, both mortals and immortals, you and your eternal home are the one most revered of all. You we can hold not banquet, for yours is the first drop of sweet wine poured out on the ground, and yours is the last drop too, O Hestia. And this was a Homeric hymn to Hestia. So those are just some ideas you can do, but you can infuse your food with basic chants, prayers, or just intention. If you don't want to do something elaborate, or you're not in a position where you feel like you can say a prayer out loud, nobody's going to notice if you add a little star or pentagram into your cooking. Nobody's going to notice if you always turn it clockwise instead of possibly doing counterclockwise as well. So I hope that helps. Blessed be.
Another goddess associated with the kitchen is the Welsh goddess Ceridwen, who stirs the cauldron of life. Her name is derived from the Celtic word ceru, which means cauldron. Often she's seen as a wise old woman. Ceridwen is a goddess of transformation. In the same way that wheat can be transformed into bread, or simple vegetables can be transformed into a wonderful soup, Ceridwen can transform us as well. What in your life needs changing? You can call upon Ceridwen to help you. Ceridwen is also known as a shapeshifter. When the need arose, she could become a greyhound, she could become an otter, she could become a hawk. What is it that you want to become? Ceridwen's cauldron is seen as a cauldron of inspiration and knowledge. And it's also seen as a cauldron of regeneration, a place of rebirth. It represents the womb of the goddess from which all life comes. And Ceridwen works at her cauldron, continually stirring the forces of birth, death, and rebirth. How do we draw upon the image of Ceridwen and make our kitchens a place of magic? Here are some thoughts about that.
Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Kitchens are central to our lives. They're places of nourishment and warmth, but they're also centers of wisdom and transformation. What is magic if it isn't transformation? The kitchen is full of tools that became symbols of these activities. The cauldron is a symbol of rebirth and wisdom, so much so that Ceridwen's cauldron is thought to be the source of the Holy Grail in Arthurian legend. Our cauldrons can transform common plants and ingredients into a nourishing brew that sustains our bodies, our spirits, and our families. These transformative brews also have the ability to build community as we share them with our neighbors and our friends. I always think of my favorite children's book, The Last Wild Witch by Starhawk, when I'm stirring and tending my long cooking soup. The kitchen's a setting for other types of transformation as well. Herbs from the garden, like this holy basil, can be added to alcohol to create a medicinal tincture that keeps us and our family and community healthy if we just shake it every day with a healing intention. Seeds like this, planted on the sunny windowsill, can create medicine and food. These transformations teach us and remind us of the never-ending cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. There's so much wisdom to be learned in the kitchen, and patience is no small part. The soup must simmer, The tincture must macerate, the seed must germinate, and none of them can be rushed. And so we wait, we stir, we shake, we water, and we pray. The acts of stirring and tending become meditative and reflective. But patience isn't the only type of wisdom learned in the kitchen. The kitchen is the heart of the home, often especially for women. I grew up at my granny's side, making biscuits, creaming corn, preserving pears, and absorbing generations of wisdom without even noticing. Of course, all the talk in the kitchen isn't centered on food and cooking. Women have shared knowledge of all aspects of life and death in this space. We've tended the fire of wisdom, of home, of family, of community. In fact, the hearth fire is so associated with the goddess that Aristotle said the sound of a crackling fire was Hestia's laughter. So I'd like to share a final symbol. I believe each of you have an apple. Apples have long been associated with the Isle of Avalon. And Avalon was a place of healing, rejuvenation, and rebirth. If you cut your apple horizontally, you'll notice a pentacle inside. The 5 points are said to stand for earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. So take a bite, and as you enjoy it, feel the rejuvenating energy flow through you. Thanks for visiting my kitchen. Be well.
Let us take a bite of apple together now. Savor the crispness. Savor the juice. The patriarchal stories say that when Eve was encouraged by a snake to pick an apple, she brought about the downfall of humanity. But we know now that the snake is the symbol of the goddess, and the apple is the gift of knowledge. The goddess wants you to learn and explore and grow and discover the wonders of the world. So as you eat your apple, savor her gift, delight in its taste, and embrace its sacred meaning. As you enjoy your apple, your women spirit sisters are about to present an amazing thing. Alone in their houses, in their bedrooms, their living rooms, their gardens, they have created free-form dances to the same piece of music. This is a very vulnerable thing to do. Our culture tells us that only the very young and beautiful and professional should dance. But the goddess has given us our bodies, and we can all dance to her. What you're about to see is a modeling for all of us of what it means to be free, to explore the use of our bodies, to express what we feel for the goddess. I hope that you're as moved as I am by their openness and their vulnerability, the gift that they give to us tonight. So here is a meditation with dance. Let it be a time to reflect on how the goddess calls to us in our everyday life.
Listen to the voice that calls from deep inside yourself. Listen to the message from within. Listen to the voice that calls from deep inside yourself. Listen to the message from within. She calls to us from deep inside ourselves. She calls to us from within. She calls to us from deep inside ourselves. She calls to us from within. yourself. Listen to the message from within. Listen to the voice that calls from deep inside yourself. Listen to the message from within. She calls to us from deep inside ourselves. She calls to us from within. She calls to us from deep inside ourselves. She calls to us from within.
And the world cannot be discovered by a journey of miles, no matter how many, but only by a spiritual journey, a journey of 1 inch, very arduous and humbling and joyful, by which we arrive at the ground at our feet and learn to be at home.
It's time to thank the spirits of the directions.
Spirits of the center, thank you for being with us tonight and blessing us as we gathered. Blessed be.
Spirits of the North, we thank you for being with us tonight and bringing with you an awareness of this earth, our home. Blessed be.
Spirits of the West, we thank you for being with us tonight and bringing with you the understanding of knowing how to flow. Blessed be.
Spirits of the South, thank you for being with us tonight and bringing the warmth of your fire to our hearts. Blessed be.
Spirits of the East, thank you for being here tonight and bringing your soft winds of inspiration and knowledge. Blessed be.
By the earth that is her body, by the air that is her breath, by the fire of her bright spirit, and by the living waters of her womb, may the peace of the goddess go in our hearts. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. The circle is open but unbroken. Blessed be.
May the circle be open but unbroken. May the peace of the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the love of the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the joy of